Hello there, you amazing people. Welcome to Rise Up to Positivity. I am Heather, your positive mindset coach. Here, we believe positive thinking isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about learning how to respond to life challenges in ways that help us grow. Today, I'm going to share with you something that I've been struggling personally off and on most of my life. It's something that has been quietly stealing my own positive mindset. I have been venting a lot. And somewhere along the way, I realized my venting stopped helping me process my emotions and started feeding my negative thinking. If you ever wondered whether venting is helping you or keeping you stuck, this video is for you. Truthfully, lately, I have been venting to my husband constantly. And it's not always about real big things anymore. It's about everything. Little things, big things, things that don't even matter that much. And here's what I've been noticing. I vent, and then I vent about the same thing again the next day, and the day after that. And nothing changes. I don't move towards solutions. I don't try to fix anything. I just keep spinning in circles and pulling my husband into those circles with me. The worst part, I can feel it. I can feel myself getting stuck. I can feel that negativity building instead of just releasing. And I get frustrated with myself because I teach people about a positive mindset. But here I am, stuck in this pattern of endless venting. I caught myself venting about things that weren't important at all. It was complaining for the sake of complaining. And I realized it's becoming a crutch. Something I can reach for without even thinking about it. And what else I realized? My mind had become like a well-worn hiking trail. Every time I vented without moving forward to a solution, I would walk the same trail again and again. And the more I walked it, the easier it became to find negativity instead of possibility. I was reinforcing the negative past so deeply that it became automatic. It was the easiest route. So my mind kept just going there. Here's the thing though. Venting does help me when I actually vent with intention. It helps me release emotions. It helps me feel heard and understood, especially by my husband. And sometimes when I vent about something real and sit with it, I do figure things out. I process it and move forward. That's venting as a tool. That supports positive thinking. But on the other side, when I'm just venting to vent, when I'm stuck in it, when I'm not moving towards anything, it keeps me trapped in negative thought patterns. And I end up feeling worse than I did before. I'm reinforcing all the negative thinking instead of moving past it. So let me ask you, how does endless venting help you think more positively? It doesn't. Not really. When you are stuck in a venting cycle, you're rehearsing the problem over and over. You're staying stuck in that emotion instead of moving through it. And that actually makes it harder to shift toward a positive mindset. But when venting becomes intentional, when you release emotion and then ask yourself, okay, what now? How do I move forward? That's when venting can actually support positive thinking. That's the difference. That's how venting works with a positive mindset instead of against it. Let me coach us both here for a minute. Because I think this is where a lot of us get stuck. We vent, but we don't know what to do after that. So I want to ask you 3 questions. The same questions I'm asking myself. First, is this something I need to release? Sometimes we just need to let it out. We need to say it. We need someone to listen and validate us. And that is okay. That's important. If you're venting to release emotion, that's legitimate. But then ask the second question. Is this something I can solve? Can I actually do something about this? Is there a solution? Is there something in my control? Because if there is, then after vent and release it, I need to ask myself, what's one thing I can do? What is one small step? And if there isn't, if it is completely out of your control, then I need you to recognize that and let it go. I need you to stop rehearsing it. Which brings me to the third question. Or is this something I am rehearsing? Am I venting this over and over, walking that same negative trail again and again without actually doing anything about it? Am I rehearsing a problem that I cannot solve? Because if that's what I'm doing, then my venting has stopped being a tool and started being a crutch. Those 3 questions, is this something I need to rehearse? Is this something I can solve? Or am I rehearsing it? Those are the key to using venting to support your positive mindset instead of feeding your negative thinking. So what does this actually look like in practice? So what does this actually look like in practice? Positive thinking isn't about pretending that negative trail doesn't exist. It's about intentionally creating a new path. It means I can still release my emotions. I can still feel frustrated and say it out loud. My husband can still listen and validate me. That's all important. But then I need to move on. I need to ask myself those three questions. And I need to decide, am I releasing this, solving this, or rehearsing this? And if I'm rehearsing it, I need to stop. I need to intentionally choose a different path. That's how I build a positive mindset. Not by pretending that negative trail doesn't exist, but by choosing to walk a different path. And every time I choose the new path instead of that old one, it becomes easier. It becomes the natural route instead of that well-worn trail. So that's where I'm at. I've been struggling with venting lately. I'm recognizing the patterns and I'm working on intentionally creating new paths instead of walking on the same old trails. The rise pause is my tool for this. When I catch myself venting, I use it. R. Recognize what you're feeling. I. Identify what's actually bothering you. S. Seek one solution or one thing you control. And E. Encourage yourself with a positive next thought. That's the rise pause. It's simple, but it works. And every time you use it, you are building a stronger positive mindset. If you have been where I am, and if you find yourself venting constantly, if you're stuck in negative cycles, you're not alone. I'm in it with you too. But I also want to challenge you. The next time you catch yourself venting, try that rise pause. See what happens when you move from rehearsing to releasing or solving. If this video hit home for you, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I love to hear from you in the comments. Which of those three questions resonates with you the most? Are you releasing, solving, or rehearsing? Let's talk about it. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, please share it with them. Thanks for being here and letting me be vulnerable with you. Remember, positive thinking isn't about pretending. It's about choosing a better path. I will see you amazing people in the next one.